Good morning everyone. So in this video I will be talking about a grammar point in Unit 11. In this lesson we focus on some certain verbs that express causing, preventing, and enabling links. And these verbs include cause to, make, prevent, stop, allow to, enable to, and let. And these links are really useful when we want to describe the relationship between actions. And since this lesson is all about robot, so it will be useful to use, these verbs to describe series of actions from one to another. So we'll start with causing. So causing comes from the word cause. And I believe that you guys understand what it means already, so I don't need to explain in details what the word means, right? So in here we use two words to describe causing. The first one is the word cause itself, and another one is make. And as you can see on the slide, we have the forms there. So cause plus object plus to plus infinitive. Meanwhile, if you guys use the word make, there is no to, okay? So we have make plus object plus infinitive. For example, vibration or pressure can cause a mine to explode. Or another example, vibration or pressure can make a mine explode. These two sentences convey the same meaning, and the only difference is the fact that we use different word choice. The first one is cause and the second one is make. Moving on to the second point, which is preventing. So preventing, it means, making sure that something won't happen. So preventing, we have two verbs here. The first one is prevent, and the second one is stop. For prevent, we have prevent plus object plus from plus ing form, and stop plus object plus ing form. I made a small mistake on the slide. It was supposed to be from, not from, okay? So once again, stop plus object plus ing form. So you guys remember, if you use prevent, we have the word from, but if you use stop, there is no from. For example, the hard ground often prevents the robot from uncovering mines. And another example of stop. The hard ground often stops the robot uncovering mines. And once again, these two sentences have the same meaning. The last point here is enabling. We have the verbs such as allow or enable and let. So allow or enable plus object plus to plus infinitive. And let plus object plus infinitive. For example, digital cameras allow or enable the robot to navigate by itself. And another example with the word let. Digital cameras let the robot navigate by itself. So everyone remember, the whole point of all of this is to be able to tell the intention behind each and every verb that we use. And by intention, I refer to causing, preventing, or enabling. Here's the last part of the lesson, which talks about sentence structure. So there are two ways that we can structure these ideas. So these ideas refer to all of the points that I've talked about so far. The first one is relative clause, comma, using which plus verb of causing or preventing or enabling. For example, batteries run down quite quickly, which causes the robot to stop moving. So here, the first part of the sentence, from batteries to quickly, is what we call relative clause. And then you have the word which, and then causes, which is one of the verbs of causing, right? Now look at the note, everyone. It says that the verb following which is in the third person singular, as it refers to the preceding action rather than to a singular or plural noun. Can you guys understand the note here? So it simply means that every verb that we use after the word which is always singular verb, alright? Because the verb here refer to the action as a whole in relative clause. So it doesn't matter whether the sentence starts with singular subject or plural subject. Just look at our example. Okay, so the word batteries is actually a plural noun, but it doesn't have anything to do with the verb that goes after the word which. Okay? So once again, regardless of the subject, the verb after the word which is always singular verb. Moving on to the second structure, everyone. So number 2, this is when we don't want to use the word which. So we can omit or delete the word which and use the ing form of the verb that follows it. Let's take a look at the 2 examples that compare the 2 structures. So the first one, batteries run down quite quickly, which causes the robot to stop moving. And the second structure, batteries run out quite quickly, causing the robot to stop moving. In terms of meaning, these 2 sentences are exactly the same. The only difference is the structure that we use. And I hope you guys can remember that. This has brought us to the end of the lesson, and you guys can go through it once again, and if you have any problems, feel free to let me know.